Hello everybody and welcome back to the vlog channel. I'm currently sitting inside of my mother's garage because I could finally move around in here because it has been quite the process to get everything out of here. She had it set up kind of like a store because my mom liked to go to a bunch of yard sales. My mom loved a thrift store. She loved going shopping. There was always something that she was gonna have a project for or she was gonna get a good deal on, so there was a lot. But I do wanna clear up something from our last vlog that we did, and I think a lot of people are under the impression that I'm just throwing everything away when I said that there is a dumpster. There is a dumpster, but I'm not throwing everything away. I'm going through everything. That's why it's taking such a long time to get it out of here, because I'm actually going through, I am donating a lot. I think there's been over 10 truckfuls of stuff that have been dropped off at Goodwill. There's also going to be more that is getting donated as I finish up everything inside of the house. But there is a lot of stuff that needs to be thrown away as well. Just stuff that has been like out in the weather. When my mom moved into this house, she sold 3 other houses because she had my grandparents, she had my uncles, and then she had the one that she was living in as well. So she sold those, bought this house, redid this house completely. But during all that and all the process of moving everything, there was a lot of stuff that was just like thrown into boxes, like old mail. There was also like just a bunch of like glass stuff that was thrown in there as well that was left like on the back porch. So a lot of it needs to be removed, but there are some fun pieces that I have been finding around the garage, things that I like totally forgot about, but once I saw them, it like brought back memories of my childhood. And one of them is right here. And this is actually like, this is nothing of the person that I am today, because when I was growing up, I grew up in Christian Academy. We went to church every Sunday. We went to church on Wednesdays. I was in Awanas, all of that. I used to love going to Awanas, which I guess is just basically like Bible study for children. But I found my first ever Bible. I loved this Bible. You can see on the inside, it says, Nicholas Snider, Nick. I wonder if it says who gave this to me. Yep. Nicholas Snider, Grandma and Grandpa. Wow, they spelled it different. They spelled Grandma G-R-A-M-M-A and G-R-A-M-P-A. And this was given to me on September 4th, 1991. I loved this Bible because on the inside of it, I thought it was like really cool and like really hip when I was a kid. And I was like, yeah, this must mean something, because there were pictures inside of it. And I would carry this thing with me everywhere. Oh, there's like Bible verses that I highlighted in here. Let me see if I can find one that I highlighted. See if it has any significant. Oh, here we go. So Psalm 121, it says, my help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Yes. Okay. So that's fun. I also found a lot of, let's talk about this. I don't know where this is from. I have never seen this. I don't know if this came from my grandparents' house. I don't know if this was like a yard sale thing. I'm not sure, but there is this painting or picture. If you guys can see if I can get it closer. Does anyone know who this is? Because it's in this really cool like frame. I don't know. And like the back, you could just tell she's dated, y'all. And that is glass. That is glass on the front of it. So there's also like a bunch of, I also found my original Tickle Me Elmo. This is the one that curses, the one that they had to like redesign. This is the first generation. I got it for that purpose. And I never realized when I had it originally that it takes a ton of batteries. It takes 6 batteries to get Elmo to do his shit. Something else that I'm really excited that I've been finding, because my mom was a lover of Christmas, and I definitely get that from her because I am obsessed with Christmas. Like I am that like total like a Griswold. Like I am going to have the most gaudy Christmas decorations. I just love it. I could leave my tree up all year and not get tired of it. But I have been finding a lot of old school decorations from my childhood, and a few of them are actually very special because my grandma would always, she loved to sew, and I have memories of sitting on her couch and sewing with her. There's actually like a few things that I have made as well with my grandma that I found. I don't have them with me right here, but she would always make like Christmas like door hangers. She would make the angel that would go on the tree, which I did find one. I actually have one at the place in Vegas, which I've held on to for many years. So now I'm gonna have a few more, but I found her holiday door hanger. So I'm definitely holding on to this. I actually have like a box next to me of just decorations that I'm gonna keep, because these are this was mine in 91, my little M&M, because the green M&M was always better than the red. But then I have some like old school. This is from 1973. I just think it's like so cool. So anything that's like retro, I'm trying to really hold on to. But my grandma also used to make these little bear decorations. I need to clean them up a little bit. But these would hang on the tree as well. And then see. What else did she make? Oh, she made this little Noel. And then it has a little wreath. Got a wreath on the bottom. And then there's a few of these. These are from 1997. This was really the only white one that I could find of it, I think. No, I have this one right here. But for some reason, the white version of this, because I also have a darker version, and this one seems to be fine. It's just like a little mailbox, but a little oddly shaped now. But this white one, which has 1997 actually on the bottom of it, it got crushed, and I don't want to. I don't know. It's cute. That fucking beeping is so annoying. I'm sorry. And then apparently, I don't know what year this is from. There's a 4 on it, so I don't know. Maybe that was 4th grade. But apparently, we were making ornaments for our family to put on the Christmas tree, and this is what I made. The talent, you guys. The talent. Nobody could ever compare. And there's my initials on the back of it. Here's another old school, like, little bird. I'm gonna have to get a little ball to glue to the back of his head, because I guess the one that he had is no longer with him. But then I also found these, and I wish that I could find, and maybe they are, I don't know. My mom has this giant Christmas room, or had this giant Christmas room, that I still have not gone into, because that's pretty much, all that will get donated. Let's just say that there's nothing that's gonna be thrown away in there. But we had a whole set of these little reindeers, and I found 2 of them. This is what they look like. So, and this is like the child one. But I remember always being so excited during the holidays when we were unpacking our decorations. These are what I would look for first, other than the ceramic Christmas tree, because you guys know I love a ceramic Christmas tree. But I would always look for these, and I would always put them on the back of the couch. So now I have 2 of them. I'm hoping that I can find more. This is something that I made with my grandma. The coloring on it, the white, is starting to get a little dingy, but I made this apparently, and it has my name on the bottom to prove it. Oh, I also made this. I mean, come on, who would not want this on their Christmas tree? It's got my initials on the back too. I don't know what's going on outside. It sounds like someone is getting a saw out. And then this one, I don't remember what year this is from, but I know this was on the tree when I was a child, so I'm gonna hold on to it as well. It says, "I believe in Santa Claus." Here's another old school reindeer. This is from 1996. Ugh, I feel like decorations were like so much cooler back then. There's also this little decoration right here that I'm gonna give to my father, because we had a neighbor across the street when I was growing up, and he would whittle things out of wood, if you will. And he made this in 91 and put the initials on the bottom of it. So I thought it was really cool. Also, my 101 Dalmatians from 1996. And then this isn't a holiday decoration, I don't think. I don't know where this came from. I just remember playing with these all the time when I was a child. Did you guys ever play with these? Oh, and then also, I wish that I had the full set of this. I think I only have the one. It does have a little bit of damage to it, but I remember this when I was growing up. I used to always think it was so pretty and like so cool that my grandma had this. It is something so simple, but it is this retro luggage. You can't really see how bright the orange is on it. People are probably gonna be like, that's ugly as shit. But I used to be obsessed with the fact that my grandma had this whole entire set of this orange. And I think it's the only one I have. There was a very large one that she would always take on vacations with her. I wish I still had that one, but I guess this little one will just have to do. The angle of this is so weird, so I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me correctly, but they just got in the mail our farmer's dog. I always think the farmer's dog. And this is supposed to be fresh food that is made, catered to your dog's needs, diets, like their weight class, all of that. You know that Birkin and Aspen used to have, like, get this tape open, are all about their homemade food. Dee used to make their homemade food. I've made it a few times since they've been back in Florida. But honestly, there is way too much going on right now and things that I have to get done for me to actually stand in the kitchen to do it. You're probably hearing Karma in the background. I got her one of those little scratching pads, and she absolutely loves it. So this is what the box looks like when you open it. You have something. By the way, this is not sponsored at all. I just saw this ad. I believe it was on, I want to say Instagram. But it comes with a few extra containers here. It tells you about your shipment. Not sure what this is. Better for them, easier for you. Welcome to their farmer's dog. Dog food as it should be. Healthier meals, personalized portions. Blah, blah, blah. I will read all that later. I just want to see what the damn food looks like. Oh, it's like it comes with like a little insulated travel bag in case you have to go somewhere. That's convenient. Sorry for that. Just coming over to be nosy. And here is what the food looks like. So this is the turkey recipe. Right there. And then you just put these in your freezer. This is just their starter pack. I think that for all of this, I paid like $30 something, I want to say. Just for the starter pack. If we do the actual full pack, which is like 54 weeks of food they send you, so you do have to have actual space in your freezer. I think that's like either 100 something or like right around 200 for both of the dogs. So this is the beef recipe it comes with. We already showed the turkey, I think. Yes, it's Aspen's, and then there's also chicken. So it's the same for both of them. Oh, and it also comes with this paperwork right here on how to transition your pup from their other food. Can I show you guys what food I was feeding them for like a few days while I was waiting for this? And they absolutely cannot stand it. And I know I've talked to you guys on this channel before about the Tiki brand, but I was giving them this. This is the Tiki Dog raw beef liver, and bone broth. And it's literally just like raw beef inside of here. Aspen liked it. Bergen was like, get it the f away from me. So now we have the farmer's dog. I'll let you guys know how this goes. So first impression of the farmer's dog. This is the beef recipe, which was a little bit more thawed out than the chicken, so it was easier to prepare. You just cut basically 1/4 off of the container that it's in. This is the chicken one right here. I put them in the microwave for just a few seconds so it wasn't so cold, but I have to say they are loving it. And Aspen looks ridiculous with these stickers all over him. That is just from going outside this morning. And Karma coming on in for the review as well. And now Birkin is trying out the chicken recipe, and he loves it as well. So I think we have an actual winner for dog food for the time being, because you know that these two are extremely picky. Good morning, everyone. It is, what is today? Sunday? It's Halloween. I feel so congested and like so like run down right now. I don't know if it's because we've been doing like a lot of cleaning in my mom's house, so a lot of dust from the garage is getting kicked up and it's with my sinuses, but that is where I'm at right now. I feel so congested and like so puffy, but we are actually having a very nice day here in Central Florida. We had a very nice one yesterday as well. It was in like the low 70s, so the nights got into the 60s. I believe we're getting back up to the 80s tomorrow soon. I'm wearing my Gerard Cosmetics hoodie, which has literally become my uniform here in Florida. Aspen is running around. Hi, Aspen. Hi, baby. He's so good. I just fed him and Birkin. They're really enjoying that farmer's dog food, which I'm actually, I don't want to say that I'm like really surprised that they love it, because I've heard like good things about the farmer's dog. However, Birkin and Aspen are extremely picky when it comes to whatever they eat. So I am very happy that both of them, every time I pull that farmer's dog out and put it into their dishes and put it down, they both like run, they're excited. Birkin always tries to eat the rest of Aspen, so I have to sit there and make sure. I'm probably gonna have to start feeding them in a different location, because Aspen is one of those eaters that likes to pick at it. He'll walk around, set some of it down, eat it over there, and then come back to his bowl. We have cats. We also have Birkin, so that will just not work out. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the cats, and by that I mean I'm keeping them. I'm keeping all of the cats. However, from the time that we get everything done here in Florida, I really hope that I don't have like a really long nose hair or something that you guys can see in 4K. I probably do, because my nose is so fucking just like big. But from the time that I get everything done here in Florida and everything is like packed up, everything is out of this house is put up for sale, because we are going to end up selling it and just start a new chapter somewhere else. There's going to be a time frame from then until we get into our new house. If we build a house or if we just find one that we love that's already there and they accept our offer, then there's going to be a time frame. I have 3 cats. One of the cats, Bindi, who is right here. Come here, Binders. You want to be on camera? You want to be on camera? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. She's like, no, I don't want to be on camera. This is Bindi. And this is the outside kitty. She comes inside, but I mean, she likes to go outside. She likes to hunt. You good, kitty? She's looking down at Aspen. She absolutely loves the dogs. It took her a few to like warm up because she used to be like very skittish, like as she was growing up, because she was a stray that my mom took in. But she loves them. She'll run around the backyard, she'll play with them, and I think she'll actually like defend them because there's been a squirrel that's been getting a little too close to Birkin because he's been getting curious. And she'll run across the yard towards that squirrel and be like, bitch, you ain't taking my friends. But as I was saying, there's going to be a time frame between when everything is done here and we get into the new place. So I have 3 cats. What the hell am I going to do with these 3 cats until then? So, because finding a rental for dogs is very simple, especially small dogs like this. People are like, oh, they're so cute. You take them outside, they go to the bathroom. When people see cats, a lot of the times they're like, ooh, I don't know, because yes, there is a litter box. Some people don't take care of their litter box. And thank God we have a litter robot, because that has been such a game changer. Like when we first got here, my mom was just feeding them, I think it's called like Fresh Start, or maybe it was 9 Lives, the wet food, which is fine, which is good. I was the one that was sending it to her. That's what she wanted to feed them. So I was like, okay, let me send you the food. She has so many cans of the 9 Lives food, because every single time, which there's a shortage, I mean, they can always just go back to eating it because there's literally like 80 freaking cans of cat food. Because every time I would check on my mom when she wasn't answering my text message when she was still here, I would send her paper towels. So we have a ton of those, as well as toilet paper. And I would send her cat food because I would always have to meet a minimum. And what she wanted whenever I would talk to her would be like watermelon, things like that. So we're stocked up on the cat food, but cheaper cat food turns into stinkier shits that the cats are going to put into the litter box. Immediately when I changed their food, that stopped. But the litter robot has cut down on any kind of smell at all. Like you would walk into this house and you wouldn't even know that there were cats here unless you saw them, or you saw like a puff of hair just flying through the air. That's another thing that I'm gonna have to figure out. I know you can like kind of handle it with like vents, not vents, like the air filters that you can put into vents, but the cat hair, you guys, because our little ones, they do not shed. And if we ever get like a large dog, it's probably gonna be like a golden doodle, even though I would love a Doberman. I just don't know how Dobermans would be with smaller dogs, just as like a watchdog, whatever. But the litter robot really does help. I love the litter robot. My mom had a litter robot. The company was kind enough to send me another one, and I love it. I think it's great. Personally, I would like to be able to teach the cats how to shit in the toilet themselves. You know how some people have cats that'll just go into the bathroom, get up on the toilet seat, do their business. They don't flush, but I mean, it's still in the toilet. I feel like I'm just rambling throughout this video, but there's not much going on today. I'm toying around on the Viewer's Voice channel with different times to upload, because I've actually started looking at YouTube's analytics, because people can argue this, people can say people are canceled, people can say people are over people. My subscriptions that are on my channel, people that are subscribed to the Viewer's Voice, only 6% of them per video receive my notification. And I have been, and I know a lot of other creators, not even in the drama world, like just regular beauty creators and all of that, they've been having a ton of people comment under their videos, as have I, that they have been unsubscribed. They have not received a notification in a good long while. So this is really taking me back to like early 2019, like 2018, 2019, when people were unsubscribed left and right. They would always say that they were doing these purges on YouTube, but it was literally just their system that was actually flagging accounts that weren't active anymore. But on top of that, they were taking down people that actually are. So it's giving me that vibe. So I'm just rolling with it. It's how YouTube is. They always try to put out like this new amazing thing, like the shorts, and it turns out that it's actually horrible for the platform, because it actually just f***s you in the long run. I really don't, I have to say I don't really care for the shorts. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about them. I did enjoy, I said the other day that I don't really care for them, and I was only trying to do it to see what the bonus would be, because it does say you're going to get a bonus. I feel like if shorts came with their own app, or they came with a notification that would be pushed where it would put it into a different kind of subscription box than your main subscription box, because every time I've seen a short, some people, because if you look at the analytics for the shorts, it does say that some people do receive notifications. I personally have never received a notification for a short from anyone. Every time that I've seen a short, I've either had to click onto the shorts at the bottom, but it's at the bottom of the YouTube app, and it doesn't take you to the shorts of people that you're actually subscribed to. It just takes you like a TikTok feed where you have to scroll to find things. I don't know if maybe it puts the ones you're subscribed to at the top, but it needs its own app, and it needs a notification system, because every time that I've seen one, it's always just been because I've clicked on my subscription feed and all of a sudden, oh, I see so-and-so uploaded a short. I didn't get any notification. I had no idea this was even out here. So I don't know what Aspen is doing. He's running around. I'm gonna take him outside and then I'll be back. So I do want to give a huge shout out to Little Robot for saving the day. As most of you guys know, I have recently come into 3 kitties of my own. They were my mother's, and Little Robot is tried and true. My mom had a Little Robot. Now I have one. It really does cut down on the smell. You do not have to scoop any litter. All you have to do is change the bin at the bottom whenever it is full. I love this thing. So I'm gonna unbox it and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. I did get the gray version. There is the above shot. So right out of the box, this is what your Little Robot looks like. I got mine in the gray. I think it just comes in tan. I could be wrong, but inside of here is this little pad right here, which goes like so. So if your cat, kitten gets out of here and they kick their feet back, this will collect some litter as well. I like to put a mat under mine just for a little extra help, but you also get the plug, the instructions, quick start guide, and you have to download their app, and you can do it just anywhere remotely. Like, why would you not want to clean your litter box while you're on the go? Another thing is when you slide this out, when you first get it, it has a liner already in it, which I totally recommend a liner for inside of this, because otherwise you're gonna have like a really, not gonna say the word, kind of situation. But it also comes with a few extra ones right here. One other thing before I actually pour the cat litter in here, you can see a line, sort of, sorry I don't have the flash on, but you can see a line going around the base of this. This is actually your litter fill line. It says it'll hold about 8 to 10 pounds worth of litter at a time, which I will say, I've had a litter robot before, and they do use less litter, because obviously it's gonna clump whatever the cat does in there. It's gonna come around and it's going to dump that out into the bin down here, go back around, you'll have fresh litter. Okay, so I totally just had a fail with this, but as you can see, this front piece right here has a hole in it. So if any litter falls as you're putting it in it, or if your cat gets a little something on there, it's just gonna go back inside of the litter robot. There is up to the fill line, and I got a little bit in here, not on purpose, but you can see that it actually does catch the litter inside. And now let's press the power button and see what happens. Oh, it's going around. And there is also a built-in nightlight in there. All right, so that is the first cycle with the litter robot. Once I go into the app, I'll be able to set it up with the Wi-Fi. There is a button here to cycle it. You can empty it if you just want to refresh your litter completely, or you can reset it. With the app, you will be able to get notifications if there's ever a jam, if it needs to be emptied, like if this base needs to go out because it's full. This will also blink when it is full. So even if you're not looking at your phone and you're just walking by and you see this blinking, it is gonna let you know it needs to be emptied. It is currently 2:51 in the morning and I am like wide awake right now. I know I probably don't really look it, but I cannot shut my mind off. I cannot go to sleep. I have tried, I laid there, it did not work for me. I am like wide awake. I was sitting out here with Garfield. I'm not exactly sure where he went. He like ran around the corner. It's really cute because Aspen and Bergen have been trying to play with the cats like a lot, and the cats aren't really having it too much just yet. I mean, they're warming up to the idea of the little dogs being here, but they're kind of like, oh, what are they? Because all the cats are bigger than the dogs that we have, to be completely honest. I'll have to find a good photo of Garfield to show you guys because he was the smallest kitten. Like, he was the runt of the litter. Of course, he was my favorite of the litter that Karma had, but he has gotten to be so big, and I don't know why. And he literally is the embodiment of the name Garfield. He sits like Garfield, he acts like Garfield when it comes to food. So I really think that I picked the name correctly for him. So if I can find a good picture or a video clip of him, I'm gonna put it in right here for you guys to see. But how are you? How is everyone doing? I'm not sure exactly what time this video is going to be posted, but hello. I wanted to sit down and just talk about some random things and show you guys some things that we've picked up over the past few days. A few of them actually we didn't pick up ourselves. Our friend sent them to us. You guys know that we were traveling last weekend to go and get our dogs, and she had the most amazing laundry detergent, you guys. And if you follow me over on Instagram, then you know that I post on my Instagram story all the times like things that I'm interested in, and I ask your opinion, like, have you tried this? Is this good? Do you hate this? Let me know, like send me the DM. And a lot of people were very much so into the Glam Wash is what I believe it's called. It's that really fancy, I think it's from the Laundress. Maybe it's not the Laundress that has this, it might be another brand, but the Laundress and that one are very similar, and I have never used it at all. And apparently it's supposed to make your laundry smell as if you're staying in a hotel. That's what I wanted. But when we were at our friend's, she had the most amazing, extremely concentrated laundry detergent. And I was like, what is this? What is this scent? And she was kind enough to send us a few bottles of it, as well as like the fabric softener and like a hand soap and all of that. And I know people are gonna try to get on to me, and no, I'm not selling anything. I didn't sign up for anything. I didn't do none of that. I didn't even buy this myself. As I said, our friend gifted this to us. It was very nice of her to do. But this is from Melaleuca is what I believe the brand is. And I know people are like, oh my God, MLMs, MLMs, MLMs. Look, if the product is good, I'm gonna get it. I've said that like since the beginning. I've been that way with Scentsy. I mean, they have the cutest warmers over on Scentsy, you guys. But this is the laundry detergent right here. It's 9 times concentrated, and this is in Garden Lavender, and they come with, where is it? Well, let me show you what this thing comes with. It comes with this, and you only have to do the one pump. Like, I'm so excited to do the sheets tomorrow and just wash them so that I can use this. Like, it's going to be amazing. Let me just open this and see. Wait, do you just stick? Oh my gosh. It smells like legit like a hotel. I'm gonna end up spilling this everywhere. This literally smells like a hotel is doing your laundry. And then that's what it looks like how adorable. So she sent us 2 bottles of the laundry detergent, which again, I'm very excited for. But she also sent us 2 bottles of the Mela Boost, which is just the fragrance booster, of course, in the exact same scent. You know what, actually when I'm done with this video, I might go and just put some laundry in just so I can, so I can have the house start to smell up. But she also sent us, and this I don't believe that I smelled when I was at her house. This is the original scent. This is Revive. It's called Fabric Freshener and Wrinkle Relaxer Concentrate. This is what the container looks like. I don't even know what this smells like. I know that this came with like a bottle to put it in. Oh my God. That is giving me like Weston, like amazing. Like I need to go on a vacation right now. It did come with this bottle that came with this little bottle right here. Actually, maybe I should just pour it in there so you guys can see what it looks like. This is probably a really bad idea to be doing on the couch. But, oh wait, you know what? Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. This video is probably going to be very, very boring. But again, it is now 3 o'clock in the morning because that is how long it has taken me to actually do this. There's probably like so many cuts in this video, but that's what it looks like in the bottle. I think it's cute. It's cute. Can't wait to use it. But also, and she also sent this Caribbean Coast scented hand wash. I love a foaming hand wash. Now, when we were out in Las Vegas, you guys, please do not use a foaming hand wash if you are in Nevada or if you are in any state that is dry heat like that, because your hands will get like all, oh my gosh. That smells good. And this says it has no parabens, no formaldehyde, and no, that word, let's see if you guys can see the back. None of that. So we are extremely grateful for this, because when we smelled this at her house, we were like, where did you get it? What store is this in? What is going on? Like, how do we get this? So let me know down in the comment section if you guys have tried any of these products, if there's any other products that we need to try as well, because we are definitely into the Garden Lavender. I believe that's what this is called. The Garden Lavender scent from Melaleuca. And if you want to get on to me for like supporting an MLM when it comes to my laundry soap that I did not purchase myself, then that's fine too. You can yell at me down in the comment section. I'm not gonna care. I'm still gonna wash my sheets and my clothes and stuff, and I'm gonna smell good while you yell at me, but I will read what you have to say. I also got these masks right here. The presentation isn't too nice on these. I feel like the presentation of the other ones that I purchased from Rag & Bone was a lot nicer because they all came with like their own little baggie that you can put them in when you aren't using them. Not that I ever used the baggie, but these are from Rag & Bone, and these are reusable masks. Rag & Bone is one of my favorite brands. It was one of my favorite brands when I was modeling. I did a lot of work for them, a lot of showroom work, runway, that kind of stuff, but they sell masks, you guys. So normally when you see me out with a mask on or in a photo or something, then it will probably be a Rag & Bone one. The ones that we had were more on the silky side, so those, I would say they look nice for maybe 1 or 2 uses, and I mean like 1 or 2 times while washing them, because after that I feel like the silk gets like a little snagged even if you use one of those little zipper bags that you can put it into the washing machine with to protect it. Something will always happen to it, or it'll get snagged like in your pocket, in your bag, that kind of thing. But these are normally $55, and this is the Stealth Mask Pack in the denim. So I only paid for three masks, and these are made of denim. Like you can see, this is like legit denim right here. I haven't even tried this on to see. And they have like this little thing right here so you can pull and tighten. And this mask, you guys, not this one, but that's a really pretty blue, like legit denim. So for the 3 masks, I paid $10.50, and I don't think that there was any shipping price. I could be wrong, I don't know, maybe I got it when there was like a free shipping thing, I'm not sure. But I also got the one in black, and then we also got a gray one right there. So $10.50 for 3 masks is a really good deal considering these are made of denim. I know that they have a lot of other packs. These are normally $55 for the 3. They're running a sale on a lot of them, I believe. Again, not sponsored, should be. But they're running a sale, and I feel like every mask that I bought from them in the multi-packs, even the silk ones, I got on a sale as well. I think when I did the silk ones, I think I paid like $15 for the 3, and they're normally $55 as well. So it's definitely a good deal to go and check out Rag & Bone if you want more of like a high-end looking face mask. This is what I was gonna say before I completely forgot and I spaced out right then. These were amazing when I got my filler redone, and also when I had that skin procedure where they literally like lasered off every single pore on my face. Because when you put these on like this, these you can pull or you can loosen to have it either as tight or as loose as you want. Cue the inside jokes or anything down below. And it just looks nice. I feel like these masks are very nice. If I could get it to sit on my face correctly, that'd be great. But I think it's good, right? And we are now back in the garage because this is going to be my project for, I feel like I could get the garage finished today if I really put a lot of time into it. There is not as much, you guys saw earlier in the video, there is not as much as there was in here before, but it's just cluttered. Like this whole entire time that we've been going through my mom's house, it looks like a complete war zone, because when I start a project, I'm definitely one of those people, and I probably get this from my mother because she loved a project and she loved to not finish the project, but I work best when there is clutter. I don't know why. Like, I love the idea of a really clean space, love clean space, it's amazing, but when I am trying to get something done, it's like my brain works better if everything is just scattered everywhere, and then I'm like, okay, that's where that is, that's where that is, let's package it up, let's get rid of it. So that's what's going on in the garage right now. It's definitely a lot more organized, but I found a few more things that I'm actually very excited about, because I was talking to Dustin about this the other day. There's this restaurant called Quincy's. Is there a bug on my fucking foot? Bitch, I thought there was a bug crawling on my foot. There's a restaurant called Quincy's. I don't know how many there are in the United States anymore, but when I was growing up, that was like the steakhouse that we went to, was right around the corner of our house. And I was literally, I brought this up too. I was like, I really wish I could find these dinner rolls, because I know that we used to get all of them when we would go to the restaurant. It was kind of like a treat for my brother and I found one of the Quincy's dinner rolls, you guys. Like, how amazing. If you have a Quincy's by you, definitely let me know. Or if you were someone that went to a Quincy's like in the 90s is when I think that this was, then let me know as well, because these rolls right here were amazing. I also found my little duck. This was Douglas, and he was the stuffed animal that I would carry literally everywhere with me. I am surprised that he is not more dingy than he is, because I would take this duck with me everywhere for many years, and he was definitely the one that was always in my bed with me, sleep with me. You can see that he was definitely getting some wear and tear on him from getting carried around so much, but I loved this damn duck. This duck was freaking amazing. I also found my Simba. Now this guy right here went through a lot with me, because when I was growing up, I had to get my tonsils removed because I was constantly getting sick, strep throat, all of that kind of stuff. So they were like, let's just take the tonsils. I agreed to it because they offered to give me a milkshake before I left the hospital, so I agreed to it. But this was the one, he went into the surgery with me and went through the whole entire process. He used to have like a little voice box in him that you would put batteries in, and he would purr. I don't think he does that anymore. Maybe I'll open him up and see if he does, but I don't think he will. But I don't think I'm gonna hold on to him, but it was definitely cool. I'm gonna hold on to my Douglas though. I'm not getting rid of my freaking duck. That is for damn sure. And I also found this. Now tell me how my parents knew I was gay. Bitch. They look worse for freaking wear. That looks like me when I wake up in the morning right here. But this is my Beauty and the Beast Barbie doll set. And I remember my dad not being too thrilled that I had these. I remember a fight that happened in the car, definitely, over these, and these were taken away from my possession for a good long while, actually. I didn't think that we still had them. I thought that they were thrown away, but I guess they just got shoved into a box. But the Beast, first of all, here's Belle's dress that you could change her into, but the Beast was cool because he has his tail and all that. There's actually this headpiece that you could put on him. So he would go from man into like the actual bees. It's a mess. I was obsessed with this. I was definitely obsessed with it, and I thought it was very creative for the time with the outfits that we had to put on them. Something that I found like that's really cool, and I might get a shadow box made because I'm trying to get something made. I want to do something for my grandpa, my grandma, and my mother. My uncle, I wasn't really that close to my uncle, but I'll probably include him anyways, just because they were the four. So they're all gone now. But I found, and I kept this from my grandpa's house, and I guess it just ended up at my mom's, but this is my grandpa's army jacket. It has a little bit of damage, like something was getting into it. There are a few little holes here and there, but I figure I could make like a shadow box or something with it. I also have my grandpa's army blanket. They actually had to like burn his name and initials into. That is really tattered. I don't know what got into that at his house, maybe rats, mice, or something, but that has been tattered ever since I pulled it out. I actually got it out of his army trunk when we were cleaning out his house many years ago. And I just tried to save it like as best I could, but it's not really in the best of conditions. So yeah, I guess that is it for today's vlog, this video. I'm gonna start showing more of the clean out process. I've gotten it to a point now where it's not just a bunch of crap everywhere. It's actually stuff that does need to be gone through. Like all of this is antiques behind me. That's all antiques behind me over there. Of course, some stuff is still gonna get thrown away, but it's definitely not like it was, and I have to take more trucks for donation. I actually need to find a donation place that'll come and pick everything up, because I'm not gonna be transporting furniture back and forth. So hopefully there are a few here in Central Florida that can come and pick it up on like a select day. That would be amazing. But until then, actually, look what I just saw on the shelf. I was obsessed with this toy, and I'm one of those people that I remember like very small like parts of my childhood. Like if it was something very important, don't even ask me about it, but I'll remember very small things like this. And I remember we went into Target. I still remember the Target that we went to. My grandparents on my father's side, I believe it was every holiday, it might have been for my birthday, I think this was for the holiday, for Christmas, they would give all the grandchildren $50. And then my parents would take my brother and I to the store. We could spend the $50 on whatever we wanted in the toy section, and this is what I wanted, and it was exactly $49.99. So of course my parents covered like the tax and all that, but you would open it up. I don't think any of the little people are in here still, but you open it up and it's the inside of what was this one called? I can't think of what the name of this was, but it was really cool, and it had a little handle. You could carry it like this, And I didn't really get along too well with the grandparents on my father's side. When they both passed away, I was still young, but it was definitely not the best relationship. I'm trying to sit that down somewhere. So I do remember that. I remember going to the Target with my parents. I remember spending the money they gave me for the holiday, which I was extremely grateful for. And that toy was amazing. I used to play with that all the time with my G.I. Joes, because we would take the styrofoam from all, like if we would get a new TV or something big that would come with big styrofoam pieces, we would cut that down into like a little G.I. Joe fort. And that was always sitting outside of my fort. I actually slit my thumb. I don't know if you guys can see, if it'll focus. You can see like right here in the corner. It slit it from there all the way down to here, and it was like hanging off because I was using an X-Acto knife to make my G.I. Joe fort. G.I. Joe fort, if I could talk. So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this vlog. Thank you for tuning in for this long. If you've made it this far, leave me a pumpkin emoji because it's Halloween. And I love you guys. I hope that we are going to be getting into, I cannot talk today. I hope that we are going to be getting into longer vlogs again. This has been fun. I feel like I'm getting back into the habit of things. I feel like I'm kind of like in go mode because I can't sit around and mope all day, every day. And I know that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.